All right, everybody, happy Sunday night. Welcome to Music on the Menu on the River. Alan K. Stout with you as I always am. Sunday nights, 9 to 10 o'clock, bringing you regional artists doing their own original material from right here in northeastern Pennsylvania. Hanging out with DC Taylor. DC, how you doing, buddy?
Good, Alan. How's it going?
I'm doing just dandy, doing fine. Looking forward to getting some great music on the air tonight. So without further ado, let's just get the show rolling. This is Nick Coyle with a song called Direction.
The rhythm and the rhyme, and the many shades of meaning, revealing over time. Yes, these are wondrous times for you and I. And time is on our side, and in the hands of our well-laid plans. Yes, these are wondrous times, smothered in demands of our well-laid plans. But time is like a melody with notes as blue as veins, bittersweetly sleeping off another sad refrain. Yes, these are troubled times for you and I. But time is on our side, and in the hands of hands of our well-laid plans. Yes, these are wondrous times, covered in demands of our well-laid plans. Whoa, but where do we go? Where do we go from here? Yeah, where do we go? Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here?
Bret Alexander here on Music on the Menu on the River with a song called Well Laid Plans. And before that, Nick Coyle with a song called Direction. Nick, of course, has had some national success. He had a national recording contract at one time with a band called Lifer, who had sprung out from the group Strangers with Candy. And Nick was also in Star Dog Champion and the Drama Club, and he's always been in really, really good bands. And that's a solo record he did a couple of years ago that we loved. After that, we heard one from Bret Alexander, a song called Well Laid Plans. That was actually a tune on a Badlees record, Love Is Rain, with Pete Palladino on vocals, but Bret had recorded it solo because he wrote it a couple of years earlier, and that was actually on a Concert for a Cause record, and I love Bret's treatment of the song. Hey, we want to thank some of the local media for helping us get the word out this week about the return of Music on the Menu Live. We will be back at Breakers on April 3rd. We have not been there since November because of the new studio being built at the casino, but we're looking forward to getting back up there, DC, and getting back live on the radio.
It's going to be great.
And you will once again be Collins.
Collins. Beep. Come in, Collins.
And, you know, I call you Collins on the show once in a while, and, you know, I guess, you know, I know we have people to listen every week, but in case you ever missed the story, the reason I call DC Collins is because there's a famous astronaut, well, maybe not as famous as he should have been. It was
Right.
Collins, who was a part of the Apollo mission that landed on the moon. And 3 men went to the moon, and 2 men walked on the moon, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin. And Collins was the guy that stayed in the capsule and orbited the moon for 2 days or whatever it was while these guys were down on the moon. And so he was like the key to the whole thing. I mean, he was the glue.
Right.
And, you know, when we do Music on the Menu Live, that's what I say about you. Because, you know, I'm over there at the casino. I'm on stage at Breakers. I'm introducing the bands. I get to walk on the moon, basically.
Yeah.
But you're my ride home, brother. You know?
That's great. Yeah.
You know, if you're not Collins and I run out of air and I suffocate and die on the moon without you,
Right.
and so you get us on the air.
Good.
So it's a nickname I give you with great affection.
It's my pleasure.
And you know, we'll be back with this guy Miz on April 3rd. Check this one out from his new record. It's called Please Don't Say Goodbye.
I remember waking up each morning next to you, and I remember falling, but I don't remember when. We were staying in that big house by the water. It almost felt like we were married, even though I never been. Somewhere along the way, I think I fell in love. And somewhere along the way, I felt okay right where I was. And somewhere on those country roads, I think I told her right. So please don't say it's over. Please don't say goodbye. I remember sunlight burning off that morning fog, and I remember feeling like I never want to leave. And I remember moonlight shining off your pretty face, and I remember saying, this is all I'd ever need. Somewhere along the way, I think I fell in love. And somewhere along the way, I felt okay right where I was. And somewhere on those country roads, I think I told her Please don't say it's over. Please don't say goodbye. There's something in the evergreens, in the early morning dew. There's something in the fallen leaves, and it makes me think of you. I'm stuck in late September dreams, and I need them to come true. I just can't help it, I'm so in love with you. Remember on that night before I left for good, we sat beside the fire and I gently kissed your face. I was holding you so close, like now I wish I could. The dog was sleeping at her feet and everything was in its place. Somewhere along the way, I think I fell in love. Somewhere along the way, I felt okay right where I was. But somewhere on those country roads, I think I told her right. So please don't say it's over. Please don't say it's over. Please don't say it's over. Please don't say goodbye. Any way you want it to be, I will try my best to make it, but if I try and never succeed, you still know I gave 100%, but here I am down on my knees, yeah, and I'm begging, please don't hang me up, yeah, don't hang me up. See, I just wanna talk to you right now. You see, I know we can make it through somehow if you stay on the line, then everything is gonna be fine. I just wanna reach right through the phone with my hands and hold you close to me, so we can just pretend we'll stay for the rest of our lives, yeah, and we'll grow old just holding each other. So baby, just hold. See, I just wanna talk to you right now. You see, I know we can make it through somehow if you stay on the line, then everything is gonna be fine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. If you stay on the line, then everything is gonna be fine. And I can feel your breath on me from miles away. I've never felt so great a relief from anything, and knowing you are here with me, girl, it's the greatest thing, yeah, it's the greatest thing, oh yeah. You see, I just wanna talk to you right now.
Nowhere Slow here on Music on the Menu on the River, a song called Memory, Goodbye. Before that, Jared Campbell with a song called Stay on the Line. And before that, Miz with a song from his brand new record, Please Don't Say Goodbye. And we're hoping that when he comes down the breakers on April 3rd, he plays a lot of songs from that new record because, you know, we're very excited about having him relaunch the Music on the Menu Live original music series. Last week, DC, we talked a little bit about the benefit that's going to be happening on April 26th for Jerry Hludzik from Dakota. We don't have any more information to offer you than last week, other than that we have a date and that the bands are being rounded up. But you know, it's all coming into focus. And as I said last week, as we get closer to that event, we'll be talking more about it. And Michelle Riley, who is the woman who is organizing the event, she will probably join us here in the studio some night to talk about it, and we'll maybe get some of the artists. And Bill Kelly, who lives in Nashville and is a founding member of the Boys and Dakota with Jerry, he'll probably phone in, and he's coming in to perform at the event, but maybe the Sunday before we'll get him on the air with us too to talk about it. So keep that on your radar, everybody. April 26th. The benefit for the great Jerry Hludzik. This is one from the last Dakota record. It's called Long Road Home.
Money on the top when it hits the it's all tangled up and twisted. I'm all tangled up and twisted. If the two of us were simply on a Sunday morning drive, I'd take the keys and drive away. I'd go back to the time when I was lonely, you were missing. We were pleasantly confused. I was broken, slightly crippled. I was not ready for use. But you opened up my senses and you begged for me to see. With the clouds above exploding, you came pouring down on me. You came pouring down on me. With the clouds above exploding, you came pouring down on me. You came pouring down on me. You came pouring down on me. She's got her ponytail pulled through her baseball cap. I just hitched up the boat and a cooler's packed. We're sharing a Slim Jim on the way to the lake. It's just another daddy-daughter date. And we'll be sitting fishing, killing time. Sitting fishing, casting a line. I'll be cracking jokes just to see you smile. Sharing our thoughts and dreams for a while. It's just you and me, sitting fishing. I know that days like these won't last. Every time I turn around, man, she's grown up so fast. From stumbles and falls to sleepless nights. But now it's, Daddy, look, I think I got a bite. And we're just sitting fishing, killing time. Sitting fishing, casting a line. I'm cracking jokes just to see you smile. Sharing our thoughts and dreams for a while. It's just you and me, sitting fishing. I know that time will come. I'll have to let you go, but you'll be alright. I know you're strong. I taught you everything that I know. So reach for the stars and catch your dreams. Don't let nothing stand in your way. But if you're feeling down like you can't go on, just close your eyes and look back to the day we were sitting fishing, killing time. Sitting fishing, casting a line. I was cracking jokes just to see you smile. And sharing our thoughts and dreams for a while. It's just you and me, sitting fishing. Oh, forever in my heart, we'll be sitting fishing.
Jim Kindler here on Music on the Menu on the River, a song called Sittin' Fishin', brand new song from Jim. Of course, he's from the group No Vacants. He wrote that about fishing with his little girl, with his daughter. It's a cool song, kind of a country vibe to that one. Before that, Chris Mullineaux, brand new music, a song called Pour Down Over Me. We just premiered that one on the show a couple weeks ago. I did an article about Chris for the newspaper about a month or so ago, and big David Bowie fan. You could kind of hear that in his tunes. He does some shows live where he does like all Bowie sets, so if you're a fan of Bowie, go check out Chris, as well as his other stuff that he does as well. Before that, Dakota with a song called Long Road Home, and again, April 26th, the benefit for Jerry Ludwig. More info to come on that. DC, we survived Parade Weekend in northeastern Pennsylvania.
That's right.
And you never know. I've been to Parade Day when it's been 70 degrees, and I've been there when it's been 20 degrees, and that's March in Pennsylvania. The funny one was a week before with the Pittston Parade, because they had the blizzard Friday night.
Yeah.
And then they had the parade on Saturday morning or Saturday, and they had the parade. They're putting out all this word on social media. The parade is on. It was like, not recognized. We are not recognizing this. They had plows out and plows all night. They got rid of 10 inches of snow somehow by the morning so that they could parade down Main Street, Pittston. And so
awesome.
This town loves their parades. It's great. We told a couple stories last week about, I told the story about Timmy Hopkins and the bog shirt, but another funny parade story I thought of during the week was when I was at the Weekender or Times Leader. We were in a float on parade day, and I'm colorblind. I don't think I've ever talked about that on the show before. Yeah, I could see most colors just fine, but some greens and browns and stuff. Mm-hmm. So the Weekender at the time, their marketing thing was called Planet Weekender. That was like what they used in their marketing promotions, almost like Red Sox Nation or Yankee Universe,
Sure.
Except it was Planet Weekender. Mm-hmm. So they showed me this float that a bunch of my friends had built in the old press room at the paper that they're going to take up to the parade, and I didn't know what it was maybe it's because I've colorblind. I thought it was this huge piece of coal. There was this big round, it looked black to me, but it was green. And I said, and I didn't say anything. I'm like, yeah, that's nice. And I'm thinking, why are we taking a big piece of coal down, through the parade? Right. Oh, it's Planet Weekender, the girls were saying to me. I'm like, oh, okay, it's the planet,
It's a planet.
So we have to take this thing from Wilkes-Barre to Scranton. Yeah. This huge, I don't know if they made it out of paper mache or whatever. It was just enormous. So we can't even come up 81 because so we have to take Route 11, the slow way up through Music and Old Forge and all that. You gotta go
slower. That thing will get torn apart.
Yeah, exactly. So we get it up there, and we you got to go up there like 4 hours early when you're in these parades. So we get our place in line, and then it's set. So now we've got a long time to kill before the parade starts. So what do? We go to the bar,
of course.
And so we're at the Banshee, and we're having our Guinness and all that. So me and a couple of guys walk back because we figure, it's time to get going in the parade. And we don't see the float. Yeah. We can't see it. Now, this thing's so huge that you could see it from 2 blocks away if you're walking down the street. That's how we knew we wouldn't lose it. And it's gone. So we thought, did the parade start? Geez, we missed it, Maybe they started. We should have been on the float. No, the parade didn't start. Let's just go walk. It turns out the thing blew over and was totally destroyed.
Oh, no.
It's the wind got it or something, and it hit some kid. It hit someone's car. It was just when I got back, they're picking this whole thing. We laughed about this for years. So they had a DJ on the float, too. Mm-hmm. And so we actually just rode on a flatbed with no Planet Weekender and a DJ. So here we are, all of the Times Leader Weekender people waving to people in the parade. Our Planet Weekender is in the garbage can. And lucky we're not going to get a lawsuit because it didn't kill somebody. Right. And so we just had a good time. And we went down, Lackawanna Avenue, around Penn Avenue, and we spun right around our competitor at the time, which was, the other newspaper in town. Uh-huh. And they were literally playing Twist and Shout on the float from the Beatles, just like it was like the total Ferris Bueller moment.
Yep. Yeah.
It was my friend, that was a Ferris Bueller moment we just had right there. So there's another parade story for you. Planet Weekender laying all over whatever street it was in Scranton, Washington Ave or Jefferson or
poor planet,
whatever it was.
All that effort.
Let's get the show back to music. This is Aaron Fink, Standing on the Sun.
myself just to stay alive and lie a little to your God. I know it's nothing new for you. Falling in and out of love, now there's nowhere left to run, so burn it all down to the ground to begin all again. Why can't you see what's right in front of you? All the bridges that you burned along the way. Why can't you see what's right in front of you? Or is it blinding to be standing on the sun? If there's room up there for me, lift me to your sky. Let me break down your facade to hear something true from you. Falling in and out of love, now there's nowhere left to run, so burn it all down to the ground to begin all again. Why can't you see what's right in front of you? All the bridges that you burned along the way. Why can't you see what's right in front of you? Or is it blinding to be standing on the sun? 'Cause I walked high wire, because I kinda like the view below. And I crawl through fire just to get inside of you. You took me higher than I ever been before. Why can't you see what's right in front of you? And all the bridges that you burned along the way. Why can't you see what's right in front of you? Or is it blinding to be standing on the sun? Why can't you sing a different kind of song? Or is it deafening to hear the one for you? Why can't you turn the page and just move on? Or is it blinding to be standing on the sun?
Give me love like never before. Give me kisses when we're old and we're sitting on our front porch. Build your home inside of my heart. Give me love. Bring me flowers every February 14. Let me breathe you in and breathe you out so deep. 'Cause I want a love story for the books, for people to be jealous when they look at us. Give me love like never before. Give me kisses when we're old and we're sitting on our front porch. Build your home inside of my heart. Give me love. Give me whispers when the lights go out. Give me comfort when I need it and support like no one There's 7 billion people in this world. All I want is you. Get over here and kiss me. There's no one else that gets me like you do. Give me love like never before. Give me kisses when we're old and we're sitting on our front porch. Build your home inside of my heart. Give me love. Give me whispers when the lights go out. Give me comfort when I need it and support like no one else. Give me laughter. Give me smiles. Give me love. Give me love. Give me love. Give me love. Give me love like never before. While we're young and lying on your floor. A little passion, a little more. Give me love.
Skip a Monday here on Music on the Menu on the River, song called Give Me Love. And before that, Aaron Fink, former Breaking Benjamin lead guitarist, with a song called Standing on the Sun. Let's keep the music rolling here with a great artist that we really love, Mike Dougherty, who actually came down and did a Music on the Menu live show with us at Breakers probably about 2 years ago now. And we really liked the record when it came out because it was different from a lot of the records that we receive here on the show. It was kind of a soul R&B record. And, you know, we don't get a lot of those. You know,
Right.
we get rock records, we get country records, we get roots rock records, we get folky records, we get hard rock records. But this one really had a unique sound to it. Some of the tunes even reminded me a little bit of John Cicada, who I always liked some of his stuff from the early 90s. So check this one out from Mike Dougherty. It's called Can We Be Together?
Take a look at the world, see our reflection.
Breaking Benjamin here on Music on the Menu on the River, a song called Rain. And before that, Mike Dougherty with a song called Can We Be Together. The sleeping giant in all the concert announcements was Montage Mountain. They were kind of laying low as we've been talking about Philadelphia and Allentown and Hershey and Bethel Woods. But Montage did announce a couple of pretty big shows this week, including Breaking Benjamin.
Good. Coming
Coming to Montage on August 17th. And Godsmack and Shinedown coming down on August 31st. I saw Godsmack a couple times. They're a really great live band, really heavy, good stuff. And of course, Breaking Benjamin, the Hometown Kings, coming back home. So that'll be, I'm sure, a huge crowd at Montage right in the middle of August. Something to look forward to if you're a Breaking Benjamin fan. I'm going to leave it now, as I always do, with the Badlees. And we kind of had a little bit of a Badlees week here over on the Facebook page for Music on the Menu.
Yeah.
We put up a thing about River Songs because the record, it was the anniversary of the release. Mm-hmm. And then we, from the vaults, kind of unearthed a couple of old podcasts that we did when I was at another radio station down the dial a little bit, even before I had the show. I mean, they would go back to the 90s, 1999. And who produced the Amazing Grace radio special? None other than D.C. Taylor.
Yeah, the former destroyer I was back in the day.
And, you know, it's cool because we thank you on the air and everything. And here we are now, 19 years later, working together every week and having such a great time. But, you know, the first time that D.C. ever worked with me, first time we ever worked together on a show was the Badlees Amazing Grace special. And you said to me, because I put the Up There Down Here one up first, and you said, oh, I thought it was on a Saturday because I was on a Monday night. They're doing the Naked Mondays and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And, oh, God. And
I'd like to see Alan naked.
Oh, yeah.
That comment in the promo there.
That was Nikki. That was on for like 2 weeks, too. I heard a lot about that, trust me. Well, whatever. But anyway, the thing was, you were right, because the Amazing Grace was a Saturday night. It was the night of the release party.
Okay.
Because I remember I gave Pete Palladino a ride to the show from the radio station.
Okay.
We left the station and went right up to, I guess, to Hazleton together. I gave him a lift for the gig. And so fun to listen to that stuff again. I had not listened to those shows in a long time, but a lot of people try to figure out what was going on with the band at that time because they were caught in that Polygram Seagram sale and a lot of revisionist history going on about that's what happened.
Yeah.
And we have them on those interviews talking about it right in the middle of as it was happening. And so you want to know what was going down in 98, 99 with the Badlees, just jump on the Facebook page and listen to those old specials. We're talking about it right in the thick of it. It's fun to listen to.
Yeah.
We'll leave it now, as I always do, with the Badlees. This one's from the first record that I ever got from him, The Unfortunate Result of Spare Time. It's a beautiful song. It's called You're Not the Only One. We'll catch you next week.
You're not the only one. So we'll watch this world from a different point of view, where these angels are watching over me and you. We keep them amused. We're not the only one. Oh no, we're not the only one. Hey, I was sad and lonely